Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to In Your Face. Today's first topic we're going to be talking about is, was trading for the number one pick worth it for the Philadelphia 76ers? Dan, what's your opinion?
See, Tyler, I don't think that trading for that pick was worth it because the Sixers are trading up 2 spots to get a player who they're not even sure is going to be a superstar, and I feel like that's too risky of a move. If they had stayed at the number 3 pick, they could have gotten De'Aaron Fox, Malik Monk, Josh Jackson. All of these players have very high upsides and have star potential, and I think that the Sixers should have stayed where they were.
And Tom?
Well, at the 3, there's not a guaranteed superstar there either, Dan. And by going up to the 1, we're getting the best player in this draft with Markelle Fultz instead of getting Josh Jackson, who I haven't seen do much. He scored about maybe 19 points a game. I didn't think he was that impressive. I think that Markelle Fultz might be one of the best. Is probably going to be one of the best players in the NBA someday.
Dan, you want to rebuttal?
Yeah, I mean, if you had watched Kentucky play this year, you would see them believe.
I didn't say anything about Kentucky.
But you said none of them are going to be stars. But watching Malik Monk score over 40 points and then watching De'Aaron Fox absolutely eat up Lonzo Ball, it shows that both of those players have the ability to go up against other players that have high motors and are going to be top picks. Markelle Fultz didn't really do any of that. And I watched his highlight tape. He looks really good there, but none of us saw the entire season that he played.
Dan, you're just spitting out lies. You know that? Markelle is something special.
Let's move to the next
All right, well, obviously, as Dan said, Malik Monk did drop 47 against a title-contending UNC team, so
Oh, who cares
let's
about the
see what
team?
happens.
Okay.
Let's go
one
to the
game.
next topic, Tom.
One game.
Is Carson
One game.
Wentz the future for the Philadelphia Eagles? Tom, what
No.
do you think?
No, because he didn't even show he was that good this year. He didn't even have he had like 3,500 yards. I didn't think it was that impressive to watch. He was good the first 3 games, then the bye week came, and then he just became trash. Not trash, but like he wasn't himself. I know that he doesn't really have the wide receivers, but he can still some of these people can catch, but they're just I don't.
Thomas,
Dan?
I think the point that you made that he didn't have wide receivers kind of sums up the reason why he is going to be the future for this team. Now that he has Alshon Jeffrey and he has LeGarrette Blount coming out of the backfield, I think that Wentz has the ability to be a franchise quarterback for the Eagles.
Tom, would you like to rebuttal?
Carson Wentz, he's just not impressive. I think Dak Prescott is definitely the better quarterback.
Okay, well, Tom, that's not the topic. We're talking about
No.
is Carson Wentz the future for the Eagles?
No,
Not comparing.
he's not. How can you think that? He's not. Just because he's the quarterback doesn't mean he has to be the future.
Dan, would you like a final statement?
I mean, we traded so much in order to get up to that number 2 pick, and everybody thinks that Carson Wentz is going to be the future. So, if you don't
It's
think,
not about what everybody thinks,
but
man.
if you don't think he's going to be the future, then can you even say you're an Eagles fan?
I am an Eagles fan. Are you kidding? I'm just not a big quarterback guy. He's just not. Doesn't seem that impressive to me. I like that we have Alshon Jeffrey. I think that'll help out Carson Wentz. But I just think that our defense is the is going to be the identity of this future Eagles team.
All right, let's move on to the next topic. Our final topic for the day is De'Aaron Fox better than Lonzo Ball all around? Dan?
I think De'Aaron Fox is far better than Lonzo Ball. I watched both of the players play this season. De'Aaron Fox is a really high motor, scored a ton of points up against Lonzo Ball, and I think that De'Aaron Fox has more star potential in the future. I mean, we can talk all we want about Lonzo's big baller brand. I love that idea, but as a player, I don't think that he's all that.
Tom?
I think Lonzo Ball is just a very good basketball player all around. He might have the weirdest jump shot I've ever seen in my life, but we never know if that might work in the NBA. It might work, it might not. But he didn't have a whole lot at UCLA because UCLA was a mediocre team. He brought them to the tournament with TJ Leaf, and if it was just TJ Leaf on that team, they wouldn't have made it to the Sweet 16.
Dan, would you like to say anything?
UCLA had a ton of players that were complimenting Lonzo Ball. I mean, they had
Thomas Welsh.
They had TJ Leaf.
Thomas Welsh.
They also had Bryce Alford, and they had the Holiday brother. I can't remember his first name right now. But all those players were complimenting Lonzo Ball, and they still weren't able to make it that far in the tournament.
Tom, it was like a final statement.
Well, De'Aaron Fox plays for Kentucky, the best program in the country. He's gonna have the best teammates with Malik Monk and Tyler's boy Bam, and you just have a lot of talent on that Kentucky team they can help complement De'Aaron Fox.
All right, well, we're going to wrap it up in the studio. From me, Tyler Conrad, Dan Avington, and Tom Avington, this has been In Your Face.